Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky in Bowling Green. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. New Mexico State will kick it off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltoppers offense will go on the attack first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain, because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. The Aggies offense will get the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
When I see the defensive man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Got his man. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a 1st down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give on the option. He breaks a tackle.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Wood. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCray. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
To the air on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Headed to the end zone. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top. It's complete. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Huff. Touchdown, WKU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Working that left side now. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter.
He's tackled at the 36.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And they get the sack just like that.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Running it to the right. Fights off a defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's McCray. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can...
Lets it fly! And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Leon. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun to give. Looking for room. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got... Just keeps moving. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Duke is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Huff. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Okay, ready?
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good, solid tackle.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Tripped up for the tackle. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Aggies. And that one will give them the lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll ride his man on the option. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He's open on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll run for it on third and short. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Tackle is made at the 20-yard line. Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Now on the return. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wideout. Toss sweep right. Running into the open space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's loose. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch their breath and maybe gain some momentum.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCF. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal. Ready to go.
The inside handoff. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. Breaks into the open. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. New Mexico State has it 1st and goal.
New Mexico State.
Looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
He's looking to pass. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. quarterback has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Slithers into space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Racing down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, WKU. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
New Mexico State lines up quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. They go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Sack.
The give as they work on that clock. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Illegal block. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense.
221 wing. 221 wing. Trick 9B.
Touch pass on the run. Finding an escape route. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Military stun.
Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Back to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Sends it downfield. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the wildcat. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to get the edge on the right. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. They'll run the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes! And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with a ceiling touchdown. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices.